Hi, I just wanted to take a second to give you a little bit of background or info about how to use Microsoft Stream. So it used to be that our live sessions, if we recorded them, they would go directly to the stream, which now I believe that is not the case, but it's still actually a pretty useful tool. A lot of times I will have my PowerPoints that I record go directly to the stream. That way I can just send a link to my OneNote or to Teams to the video, so I don't have to kind of have that stored on my hard drive. It also actually has some other functions too, which I use less often because I have other tools for that, but you may find useful. Just as a heads up for how to get to Stream, I never can remember the link, so I legitimately Google Microsoft Stream pretty much every time, and then log in with your usual school credentials. So then this takes you to the home screen. So there are some options under Create, like you can upload a video if you made a video in another app, or if you have something saved. You can also record screen, so if you were doing some kind of screen recording like what I'm doing right now, or some kind of other video. There's a limit on how long it can be, but it's pretty useful too. But most of what I do is with videos that I have sent to Stream already, or like your previous videos that would have been sent through Teams beforehand. And so for those, you go to My Content and you go just to Videos. And so here you have your videos. Most of them, if they were from your meetings and you haven't changed anything, they'll just be called something like Meeting in Live Lesson Stream. And then, you can click Show More to see more of them. And so there's a few pieces of information that are helpful, things like the date that it was recorded or uploaded. This icon shows you who it's visible to. So if it's yellow, that means it's visible only to generally the class that it was recorded in. If it's green, that means you've changed it to make it visible to essentially anyone in the school. I believe it's anyone that has a Fulton County email address. So it kind of just depends on how you recorded it and what kind of privacy you want it to have. What I like to go to then is the pen icon. And so when you do that, you can change some of the details. So for instance, you can change the name. So I could call this something like Energetics Review. If I wanted to include the class period and I didn't remember, nicely it tells me right here that this is currently who's allowed to see it. So I know that this is 6th period. And so here's where you could change the permissions and say, well, I want everyone to be able to see it, or I only want 6th period to be able to see it. And if you wanted to include people, so you could also add specific people, maybe like PLC members or department chairs, etc. You can also type in a description and things like that, choose the thumbnail. I don't really go into most of that, but when you are uploading the video, you can have it auto-generate captions, which is really nice. That's a very good feature for all of our students. And so when you're first uploading your video, if you're uploading it directly on this interface, you'll have to wait a little while before you can publish it. This one went straight from Teams in November, so it's been published. So I'll go ahead and apply the changes. And it's totally going to start, which I really wish it would not do. But so this is what it looks like. You can see the transcript on the side, which is kind of nice and helpful, I guess.
Difficult.
Please stop. But the other thing is you have the share option here. You also have the share option on the other one. And that will give you a direct link to the video. And so, again, this is still only going to be viewable by people that you have given authorization to. So in this case, it would only be me and the students that are currently in my 6th period AP Bio class. But this way I could, give them this link. I could put it in Teams. I could put it in OneNote notebook, and it would take them directly to essentially like giving them a YouTube link without having to upload it to YouTube. And so this is what they would see. They would see the transcript over to the side.
Difficulty.
I think there's
with
a little.
All of this.
Please stop. I think this would be a little different because I'm still logged in as me, so it knows that this is my video, but because it's allowing me to edit the transcript. So, but that is pretty much it. Like I said, you can send the link to them, and yeah. So if you have any other questions, feel free to get in touch. But hopefully this was helpful.